What up, YouTube? Today we're gonna do a tier list of the One Piece arcs. I know that everybody has like a different opinion on them. I know that y'all might think mine is controversial and stuff, but hey, it is what it is. It's everybody's opinion, right? But if y'all don't mind, let me know what y'all favorite arcs are. Let me know if y'all think my list is trash or not, and let me know why. Let's talk it up in the comments, man. But yeah, um, I normally stream my videos, or that's what I intend to do. That's what I plan to do, and then I'll upload it on YouTube. So if y'all want to stop by the Twitch and talk while I make these type of videos, just stop by. I also have a Discord. I'll post up when I go live and stuff. Y'all could drop me a follow on Twitch or join my Discord so y'all know when I do these. I'm not 100% sure about the schedule yet, guys, but kind of bear with me and we'll figure it out. But yeah, I just wanted to start off with the tier list of the arcs, and then I want to do different tier lists, do more One Piece content, or just anime content in general. But if you're interested in that, check it out. Check this video out that you're about to see. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Peace. So, all right, let's get started. So, Alabasta. Honestly, for me, Alabasta, like I said, like I'm rewatching it. It's the first time my wife's watching it, so it's like clear on mine. Honestly, I really like Alabasta. I like what happens with Vivi's character, um, Straw Hat development, not just Luffy but the whole crew. Um, Nami. All right, so I kind of want to do another tier list on the Straw Hats and stuff like that, but like Nami, when she actually stops being scared and she stands up to Miss Doublefinger. I like that. I like the character development. She stopped being a little wimp and decided to start fighting back, right? Luffy, he's Luffy. He don't give a fuck. He just want to fight Crocodile. Simple as that. I really like Alabasta. We get like subtle hints of the ancient weapons and stuff. It's a lot. A lot goes on in Alabasta. I think for me, I think I got it A plus. I think A plus is pretty good for Alabasta, in my opinion. All right, Drum Island. If y'all want me to be 100% honest, I really don't like Drum Island. Like, I'm not a big fan of Drum Island. But that being said, the whole Chopper backstory, like other little hints, like for example, Blackbeard going getting some Blackbeard lore, getting a little bit of Ace hints and stuff like that. I enjoy that. Um, I know they show it before this and after this, but Luffy's determination to his friends, I like that. I think that's like obviously always nice to see. But like I don't remember that much on the in the manga, but since I just rewatched it, it just drags on forever. And like Luffy's just too strong for the East Blue, right? So I mean, not the East Blue, but at the beginning of One Piece, he's just too strong. Like Wobble is fucking trash, and I know they kind of like do these random things to kind of drag it out, and I feel like it just drags out too much. At least in the anime, it did. Like I said, I don't really remember the manga, like if it dragged out too long or not, but it just kept dragging on. Luffy kept getting distracted. Wapple kept getting away. He'll go do this. Luffy gets excited again. He goes do something else. It just dragged on for too long for me. I like Chopper's backstory. Um, I'm not gonna leave it at D, but feel like C is good because of like the good stuff that happened in the arc, but for the most part, I feel like Waffle wasn't even worthy of a villain. You know, that's my personal opinion. Drum Island C. I think C is good. Jaya, I don't know, man. It's crazy because like I was telling my wife like all the arcs that we have to go through because like after Alabasta, and I could not remember Jaya. Like I I knew what Jaya was, but I just couldn't think of the name. And I feel like Jaya is such a small little arc, and it just has such good stuff in it. I feel like arcs like this are nice because it's not this like super big arc, but you still get like a good amount of stuff in the arc. And we finally meet Blackbeard. We see the differences in Blackbeard and Luffy. You know, they don't like the what was it, like cherry pie or something like that, and the drink. Like they like the opposite stuff. Zoro and Luffy being sussed about Blackbeard. That's where all the theories start and stuff like that. You know, three different souls. Blah blah blah. What's his name? I can't even think of his name. Oh my goodness. The springy guy. What's his name? I can't think of the name, right? But the spring guy, spring fruit, you know, Luffy fucked them up. Who didn't like that scene? And the whole Nolan the liar backstory, amazing. I liked it. I wanna either A or A plus. I'm not sure yet. I might change it up, but for now, we're gonna leave it at A. I feel like A is pretty solid for Jaya. Ah man, honestly, Afro Luffy memes cool, fun, but Long Ring Long Land, not a fan of it. The same thing with Wobble. I feel like Foxy was too annoying. The Davy back fight was pretty cool, but the concept of it was cool, but like the people that we had to fight against was not that cool, you know? That's kind of how I feel about it. Um it wasn't for me. Honestly, if someone told me Long Ring Long Land was filler, I believe it. So D, D for me, in my opinion. Water Seven. So I liked a lot about Water Seven. Like the whole fucking community does. You know, it's like one of the quote unquote best arcs by most fans. I think Water Seven is definitely top tier. I heard some people say it was overhyped, but I don't think so. The whole beef with Luffy and Usopp, their fight, that was pretty cool. Uh, you know, accepting the fact that the Mary can't get fixed. Also, the introduction of the Frankie family and Frankie, the Galila, CP9. You know, like them slowly building up to reveal CP9. Obviously, like I said, like the fandom already knows about this. Like it was pretty fucking cool. I liked it. It's just like so much mystery behind the arc, and like I can't even think of the word that I'm trying to. Sort of like the build up to it, right? Like the build up to it, amazing. I like Water Seven. It's a fun arc. The architect, um, of the island is nice. I wanna, I wanna put it in S plus. I think that's safe, right? S plus. Like I low key want to put it in S, but I'm feeling S plus for it. we'll leave it in S plus for now. All right, but Ennis Lobby, the same thing. You know, obviously, you know, Ennis Lobby, Water Seven, just like go together. So we get the introduction of Gear Second, Gear Third. Well, all right. So aside from that, I don't see it here. Uh, but the train ride to Ennis Lobby was also dope. I I feel like that does get overlooked. The train ride to Ennis Lobby was nice. I liked it. I don't know what that would fall under, whether it's like under Water Seven or Ennis Lobby. I kind of want to say Ennis Lobby because you know it was on the way there. So I'm gonna categorize it under Ennis Lobby. But Ennis Lobby, like I said, Gear Second, Gear Third. All the Straw Hats have their big fight. Uh, eh, See, honestly, like that's what I kind of like about the post time skip is that all the characters, I mean, all the Straw Hats had their own fight. Everybody like figured out a way to carry their own weight. Everybody had a chance to show out, right? But I feel like with like the newer arcs and stuff like that, like some of the Straw Hats just get put to the side, and you have like people that's not even Straw Hats doing the work that the Straw Hats should be doing. I don't know. That's my personal opinion. Like I'm me personally, is like I know technically like Nami and Usopp and them are not really fighters, but come on, man. Like show them some love, Oda. But yeah, and this lobby, I'm gonna put it next to Water Seven. I feel like since they're so like intertwined, I'm gonna just like leave them together for now. Post and this lobby, you know, it's a lore dump. We get Dragon revealed to be Luffy's dad. We get the whole Ace and Blackbeard fight. Um, if I remember correctly, like Kobe tells Luffy about the New World, the Yonko, etc., etc. So, like I said, it's a lore dump. I enjoy it. I like it, but I'm gonna put it in S, a little below Endless Lobby and Water Seven. I think that's good because it's more like obviously like a lore dump. Everything's all calm, chill. Oh, also we get the introduction of the Sunny. We see Garp chasing them. They use the Kude burst. Pretty cool stuff, man. But I feel like S is pretty good for post Endless Lobby. Thriller Bark. Okay, so I know Thriller Bark is kind of one of those arcs that are like iffy, 50-50. Some people love it, some people hate it. But personally, I enjoy Thriller Bark. I like it. I like the concept of it. I like the zombies, the Nightmare Before Christmas vibe. I enjoy it. I really like it. I probably had the same complaints as everybody else, like Absalom being a weirdo. Um, but and Dr. Hogback, yeah, he's also a fucking weirdo, bringing someone back to life. Like, come on, bro. She rejected you, bro. Just let it go. But I really enjoy Thriller Bark. Um, we get Kuma. Kuma comes in. Obviously, nothing happened. You know. Uh, but even aside from that, I enjoy the fact that like Sora and Sanji were fighting over who's gonna sacrifice themselves, right? I feel like that's fun stuff, in my opinion. Um, and obviously, like you know, with the egghead in the back, and the backstories and stuff like that, you get a more detailed look into that. you know, you get a different perspective into that. So I don't know, man. I really enjoy Thriller Bark. For me, I'll put it up there with Alabasta. I put Alabasta's better, but I enjoy Thriller Bark. It was nice. All right. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. All right. So this tier list is up to Wano. So I'm not gonna talk about Egghead that much. Uh, we'll just leave it at that because I don't want to write like, you know, spoiler warning or nothing like that. Basically, if you're not caught up to Wano, you're gonna get spoiled. I mean, you're not gonna get spoiled on Egghead. That's what I'm trying to say. Um, Sabaody Archipelago. We get the worst generation introduction. We get Kizaru. Pretty epic entrance. Uh, more knowledge about hockey with Sentomaru being able to affect Luffy. We get Kuma again. Um, Rayleigh, like all the stuff that all the backstory from Rayleigh. Pretty much confirmation that the One Piece is real by Rayleigh. Confirmation that there's information about the voice sentry. What else? What else? What else? The select. Obviously, like this showed us that we could hate a fictional character like crazy, right? Fucking what's his name? I can't even think of that scrub's name. Saint Charlos. There you go. Luffy punching him. It it's true what they say. Like what they say though. It's like Luffy did not give a fucking punch to Celestial Dragon. Like it's crazy, man. Like obviously, you know, like seeing it from our point of view is cool and stuff, but seeing it in the point of view of a One Piece civilian, fucking crazy. I enjoyed it. I liked all the lore behind Sabaody. Everything that happened in it, I enjoyed. I think I'm gonna put it in. Mm, I'm gonna put it in S if you want to be honest. I think S is good for Sabaody. Romance Dawn. All right. If y'all want me to be honest again, I like Romance Dawn. Obviously, like the Shanks giving Luffy the straw hat, like the little backstory. Luffy learning about how to be a man slash pirate by Shanks. I enjoyed it, but for me personally, this is personal now. I always felt like One Piece starts off kind of slow for me, and as much as I like Romance Dawn, it's just like kind of slow. Like, well, hold on. So, would you consider you would consider Romance Dawn with like Alvida and stuff like that, right? And first meeting Kobe, I would assume so, but I don't know. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's amazing. It's good, right? I feel like it's just good. I feel like I'll have it at B plus, B plus or A. I think B plus. Uh, if you want me to be honest, Amazon Lily. I like the um Fisher Tiger. I like the Fisher Tiger lore. I Yeah, you do get Fisher Tiger lore here. Um Boa's backstory, but feel like it was more like in a slower pace. You know, we get the introduction, like Luffy finds out that Ace gonna get executed, but other than that, kind of slow pace. You know, kind of wind down after Sabaody Archipelago. I don't really got much to say about Amazon Lily. Other than, you know, obviously Luffy being Luffy, making everybody his friends. I feel like that's good right there. Yeah, B's fine. Impel Down. All right, so I kind of got a bias on uh, Impel Down and Marineford. Uh, I feel like those are. See, all right, so Impel Down and Marineford makes you want to drop Water 7 and Endless Lobby down 1 to S tier, because I like the whole concept of Impel Down. Luffy breaking in, the only man to break in. Then on top of that, you know, going down through every level, you get Buggy and Luffy fighting with each other. I feel like that's always funny. What else? Just getting introduced to so many different characters, getting introduced to Awakening. It's just a lot, man. You just get so much from Impel Down. I like it. Luffy facing off against Blackbeard. I don't know, man. I can't I can't say this don't deserve to be on at S plus. I think S plus, that's where Impel Down's going for me. For me. So like I just said, I got a bias for those two. Marineford, Whitebeard, all the seven warlords, the war, Luffy just stealing the spotlight from the whole war, bringing everybody's hopes back up. Yeah, the whole world finding out about Ace. And I know, like, in the fandom, it's kind of split in between Ace is a fucking idiot. He should have kept running. And hey, man, he stood on business. He lived with no regrets. I'm more on the side that he should have just got the fuck over it and just ran away after witnessing everything that everybody did for him. So yeah, Mr. Donut Man let everybody down, in my opinion. But that being said, like I said, overall Marineford, I enjoyed it. I think you can't go wrong with Marineford being an S plus. That's my opinion. Post war, all right. So post war, I had kind of mixed feelings about it, because I wasn't caught up to the manga yet on the post war, so I was watching the anime and we just kept getting flashbacks, not flashbacks, but we just kept cutting off to all the straw hats and stuff like that to see what they're doing. I'm not exactly sure how it is on the manga, but I didn't really enjoy that. It's just like, just focus on one thing, man. Just focus on Luffy. Then you could go to the other people. I kind of didn't like that. I like the ASL back flashback. It was pretty cool getting introduced to Sabo, seeing how they grew up as kids. Luffy wanting just wanted to be accepted by Ace, right? Because he didn't want to be alone. Get some more Celestial Dragon bullshit in the backstory. I did like how Luffy went back to Marineford, rang the bell. Overall, I feel like it was alright, but it was just alright for me. Like I said, I did enjoy the backstory. There is stuff to enjoy. You know, Goat Jinbei, reassuring Luffy that he still has something to live for. But I feel like B plus for me. Return to Sabaody. I enjoyed it. Obviously, like you just see the growth of all the Straw Hats, all their new designs. Um, what else? Basically confirming Luffy has Conquer's. Not confirming that he has Conquer's Haki because he did that on Marineford, but and before Marineford as well. But confirming that he has control over it now, basically. Um, it's kind of stupid, but like I did enjoy like the double gangers. They look nothing like them. I swear, man. Sometimes like the civilians of the One Piece world, they could be stupid as fuck. Cause how you gonna confuse these people, right? But I enjoy Sabaody or Return to Sabaody. I'm gonna put it at A with Jaya. I liked it. I feel like it was a fun little reintroduction to the cast, to the crew. And I also like how everybody that they were with in the islands that Kuma sent them to, they all kind of like pitched in to help them go to Fishman Island. I liked it. I feel like that's a good spot to put it. Return to Sabaody, put it at A. Alright, so Fishman Island is another arc that's kind of controversial with the fandom. People are iffy about it. People say it's trash. People think it's amazing. And like on the side note, if y'all know who King Recon is, like he dropped that little skit that kind of went viral and stuff, or not kind of, it went viral. Like they were sharing it all over like the One Piece community and stuff. But it is true, man. I feel like people just complain about an art and they go back, oh, it was amazing. Then they complain, oh, this is taking forever. I'm ready for it to be done. And then they go back, oh, nah, they like this was amazing. I feel like Water 7, I mean, not Water 7, sorry, Fishman Island, it gets too much hate for no reason, man. It touches on a lot of topics, racism, blind racism. I like the backstory about it. About I can't even think of the queen, Otahime. I think I'm bad with names, but I'm pretty sure that's the queen's name. Shirahoshi's mom. You know, we get confirmation about what's Poseidon, right? That Shirahoshi's Poseidon. The voice of all things all the way down to Fishman Island. Uh, Luffy could hear the Sea Kings talk. You get lore on top of obviously the Straw Hats flexing their new abilities, their new power ups, and everything. I liked it, but I mainly like the topics that it touched on. You know, Luffy using Conqueror's Haki, dope stuff, dope stuff. I really do feel like Fishman Island gets more hate than it should. I would put it an S. Not S plus, but S. I feel like S is a good spot for Fishman Island. Alright, so Punk Hazard. Punk Hazard is when I caught up to the manga. And everything that Law was doing on Punk Hazard was crazy. Split the whole mountaintop. It damn near looked like the whole fucking island got split, if you want to be honest. Uh I enjoyed it. I feel like Zoro was right though. Luffy was fucking around. He should have easily beat Caesar Clown. I feel like Caesar was trash. Like not a trash character, but like I guess like battle wise, you know? Like I feel like Luffy should have whooped his ass immediately. He didn't. Zoro called him out. Um what else? What else? What else? Honestly, what's disappointing about Punk Hazard was the disappointment that fucking Smoker is, man. He is a fucking disappointment because it's just they just Oda build him up to be such a formidable foe at pre-time skip, just for him to be a major letdown post time skip. I, I really I really do feel like he was a letdown. That's like the biggest disappointment of Punk Hazard in my opinion. The smiley, I feel like it was whatever. Nothing too hype about it. Obviously, experimenting on the kids, fucked up, but I feel like overall was all right. I feel like I would put B plus or mm, I don't know, man. Maybe A. See, cause I like all the stuff, like all the stuff that Law did. I like the Law and Luffy when they finally formed the alliance and stuff like that. Feel like that, it gets you hype. You get Kinemon and Momonosuke. I think B plus. I think B plus because I feel like some of that stuff was like a little corny, like Kinemon fucking fart talking. Like, come on, Oda. I feel like B plus. B plus. All right, so Dress Rosa. Uh I feel like it is true that it kind of felt like it dragged for so long, but at the same time, you know, to put a little sense to it, it's like it's obviously harder whenever you're caught up and you're like week to week waiting for each chapter. Like it gets frustrating, right? So I feel like Just Rosa kind of gets like a little more hate because I see a lot more people that got to binge Dress Rosa, enjoy it. I personally enjoyed Dress Rosa. My biggest complaint about Dress Rosa though is not necessarily Dress Rosa itself, but more post time skip in general with like the weak trio. Like, I don't know, man. I know a lot of people love Usopp. Uh, I just feel like you need to stop being a bitch, bro. And I know he came back to stand up for the Tontadas. He's the one that brought down Sugar, freed everybody, got Usopp, cool and all, but it just honestly for me kind of gets annoying how Usopp just pussies out every chance he gets. I don't know, man. And like I said, I know he comes back, blah blah blah, but it's just annoying. We get Fujitora, Battle of the Coliseum, Sabo getting the flame fruit. Um, I like Dressrosa. I think it's good. I put it A plus with Alabasta and Thriller Bark. I feel like that's a good place for it. So, get introduced to the Minks. We get a lot more lore in the One Piece world. We find out about the road poneglyphs, and this I feel like Zoe really makes you feel like we really are getting to the end of One Piece. Obviously, because like they finally introduced one of the keys to get into Laugh Tale. I like the lore dump. I like everybody gathering around. Them making the alliance. The what is it? Pirate Mink Ninja Samurai Alliance, whatever it is. I really like Zoe. I mm, feel like A. Oh, how could I forget, man? Fucking Rizo is safe. Oh my goodness, man! I ain't gonna lie. When I read that, like I was shook because it was like the biggest plot twist ever. You thought they hated the samurai the whole time. They were working together. They were keeping Rizo safe. Ah, I don't know if Rizo's safe is good enough to put it at S plus. I don't know, man. That one is tough. I feel like for now we're gonna leave it an A. We're gonna leave it an A for now. Whole Cake Island. I feel like Whole Cake Island had some good moments, some great moments with Katakuri versus Luffy. But I don't know, man. I wasn't too big of a fan of Whole Cake Island. That's one that I would say that I agree that it wasn't that great. See, the thing about it is the moments that were great in Whole Cake Island were great. They were good as fuck. But the bad, like the bad things about Whole Cake Island, yeah, I just wasn't feeling it. Um, Obviously Sanji's backstory, like added on to Sanji's backstory, amazing, right? Like sad backstory. Like one of the saddest. I'll probably do like a list of backstory, like a tier list of backstories, some other time. But it's up there in my opinion. But I don't know, man. When Katakuri was beating up Luffy and he was like, covering his mouth so the crew won't hear him, yell in pain. The Conqueror's Hockey Clash, Snake Man. I feel like that's a better looking Gear 4 transformation. What else? Uh, honestly, like I know like the whole bacon thing, cooking thing was like for Sanji and stuff, but I didn't like the whole wedding cake, like stop Big Mom with the wedding cake. I feel like it just wasn't for me. I didn't really care for it. Uh, I think B plus. I'm thinking B plus because it had like I said, like the good moments were really good moments. All right, so Orange Town, get introduced to Buggy. Um, it was I honestly I don't really got much to say about Orange Town. It was cool, nothing too crazy. Oh, fun fact though. Damn it, he's not here. All right, so I don't know how people pronounce it, whether it's Choo Choo or Cho Cho. I pronounce it Choo Choo, and I name my dog Choo Choo after Choo Choo. Um, it's it's so dumb though because like the dog is white, but my dog is black. But it don't matter. Whether I'm pronouncing it right or wrong, I spelt it right, you know. But that's like an extra little cool thing about Orange Town. But like I said, overall, it was just alright, man. I think C plus. I think it was better than Drum Island. Ah, nah. Yeah, let's do that. All right, Drum Island C plus. Orange Town C. All right, the Reverie. I feel like that's also one that's like so short, but you get so much lore on the Reverie. I have not met or seen anybody that doesn't like the Reverie. I feel like Reverie is top tier lore dump. I don't think you could S. Uh, I think S. I feel like you could justify it being an S plus, but I think S is good. Raph, choo choo. I know. What up, man? How you doing? So Syrup Village, honestly, I feel like the live action made Syrup Village cooler than what it is. I personally enjoyed Syrup Village more in the live action than I did in the actual like anime. I feel like I said with the other arcs, like at pre-time skip, I feel like Luffy was just too strong, way too strong, and they had to like make stupid reasons on why he couldn't like just beat him up, you know? Like he got hypnotized, fell asleep. It's just too much in my opinion. I feel like Kuro, I think this is Captain Kuro, right? I feel like he was a waste of time. He was a failure, in my opinion. A thousand, the band, what is it? Kuro of the Thousand Plans or the 100 Plans, whatever. He had a trash ass plan. It didn't work out. It was dumb. I'm not a big fan. Honestly, I'd put it below Orange Town. I feel like D plus. Wano. So Wano being the longest arc, I know people were sick and tired of being in Wano 4 years IRL, right? And honestly, I feel that because I don't really like watch the anime that much anymore. Like I mainly read the manga, but I watched the first episode like a week after it came out of the like starting Egghead Island, and just being in Wano for so long, even though like I'm caught up to the manga and like I've been on Egghead Island, just like watching the anime, like well first the animation change, and just watching them like be on the ship again, like on a whole new adventure, it is such a refresher, right? But that being said, so that's why I kind of understand why people were like so tired of being in Wano, and I know Wano gets a lot of hate. Like a lot of people complain about the death fake out deaths. I agree to a certain extent, but at the same time, I feel like might be a hot take. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all like get offended by it, but I feel like the community has such expectations that they have like planted on their head that bro, it's fucking One Piece, man. Like nobody dies on One Piece unless it's in the backstory. Like just accept the fact that fake out deaths is gonna happen. I'm not saying it's good. Like I would also rather people die in the anime, but at the same time, it's like you already know what One Piece is, how One Piece is, how Oda is. It's like, bro, just expect expect people not to die, man. Yeah, that's my opinion. See, and that's what I agree with too, Raph. Like a 5 episode sumo fight, like come on. And I know it's like a weekly anime, but fuck, man, I'd rather you add filler at that point, man. I don't want to see people, you know, fucking for fucking 5 episodes, you know? Like, so I do agree with that. The pay, all right. So the anime pacing is terrible, right? But I feel like the manga, feel like people still complain, but the same thing that I said about Dressrosa is you're caught up, bro. You're week to week, bro. You gotta struggle with the rest of us. It's unfortunate. It's like bittersweet being caught up, in my opinion. So overall, I really enjoyed Wano. I know I just went like on a whole rant about like negative things about it, but I like Wano. I feel like it was nice. I like the art style. You know, I like the Japanese setting to it. You get a lot more lore. You get the Odin flashback, which has all this lore about Whitebeard and Roger. You get the confirmation that Pluton is actually in Wano. I just feel like overall Wano is great, and you get fucking Yamato, bro. Yamato alone. Yamato alone. S plus. S plus. S plus. On a serious note, I do think I'm gonna put it in S plus. You get Gear 5. You get two Yonkos being brought down. Definitely stapling the fact that it's a whole new era. Yeah, that as well. Proving you shouldn't really skip arcs. I agree with that. Um, just everything like you just get so much more in Wano, and I also feel like people do hate on Wano just because it's the most recent thing. I think this is how I have it ordered right here. No, like this. I feel like Wano is an S plus arc. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care you're upset about the fake out deaths. I don't care if you upset that Zoro didn't kill Kaido. I don't care, man. S plus. It feels weird talking about like I know I said I was gonna go like in the order that it is on the thing, but it feels weird talking about Baratier after Wano. But I feel like Baratier was pretty chill. Honestly, Don Krieg, I'm not really a big fan of it. Um, I don't feel like it was trash, but I do feel like it was just I feel like he was just there to hype up Luffy a little more. Um, I feel like the Pearl guy is one of the most ridiculous des- character designs. One of the most ridiculous character designs, in my opinion. Um, Obviously, you get Sanji's first backstory, sad stuff. You get Mihawk versus Zoro, pretty dope stuff. Nami still in the Sunny. I mean, not the Sunny. The Going Mary. You kind of get like little hints of what's gonna happen with that. I like Baratier. I feel like it was a fun arc, but not the best arc. I would probably put it in. I think A. I think I'll put it A. I def. Mm, yeah, I think A. I don't. I'm sure it's nostalgia. That's what I'm gonna go with nostalgia, but I really do like like the straw hats messing around and stuff. Luffy putting a little booger on Zoro's glass of water. I enjoy little moments like that. So I feel like A is a pretty good spot. Arlong Park. I honestly feel like if you want me to be honest, Nami's backstory was sad. I do think it was sad, but the way that her like actions in the present day and them showing the backstories at the same time just kind of hits harder when she's stabbing her arm, Luffy taking them down, Luffy breaking let's be honest, Nami's prison room. He starts breaking that up, Nami crying after that. But again, like the same complaint, Luffy's too strong. They had to throw him in the water. He got stuck because he wanted to do a little gum gum windmill. I feel like feel like I like it more than Baratier. See, all right, no, I think I want to do this. I feel like that's a better order. I think, yeah, I think that's the order I'm gonna go with. Arlong Park, like I said, it was good overall. I enjoyed it. There was some dumb moments. I Speaking of Arlong Park, though, I wonder what they're gonna do in the live action if they get to Sabaody. What they're gonna do with the Hachi character? Are they just gonna get rid of him, or are they gonna introduce him in that arc? You know, I don't know what they're gonna do. Like I said, I enjoyed Arlong Park more than Baratier. I don't think I enjoyed it more than these arcs, so I feel like it's good right here. Good in A. Logtown. I honestly don't really have much to say about Logtown. Honestly, to feed into the agenda, Logtown should be S plus just because this is literally the only time Dragon does anything in the whole fucking series, right? But on a serious note, we get Smoker's introduction. I just feel like there was not too much going on, I feel like it was like a pretty calm arc. I do enjoy the resemblance to Luffy and Roger. They both smiled, etc., etc. I feel like it was just alright. I think I'm gonna put it in B, and B with Amazon Lily. I enjoy Amazon Lily more, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it in this order. Reverse Mountain. We meet Laboon in the anime. Nami kills somebody. That's pretty cool. Ain't no way he survived that, but we get Laboon, we get Crocus. I feel like it was good, but it was just alright. I think I'm gonna put it at B. I feel like there was nothing like Oh, we get introduced to Vivi. Uh, it was alright. Honestly, like I said, I don't really got much to say about it. As well as Whiskey Peak, I feel like it was alright. Um, nah, I feel like I like Whiskey Peak more than Longtown, because Zoro killing everybody. Little mini Zoro versus Luffy fight. They were like, who was it? Mr. Five and Miss Wednesday. No, I forgot the girl. The Miss Valentine, Mr. Five and Miss Valentine, right? How they were trying to attack Luffy and Zoro, and they were just like kind of like ignoring them the whole time and like getting beat up while trying to get beat them up. I liked it. I like Whiskey Peak, but not more than this. Little Garden. Feel like Dory and Broggy, their manly duel, the duel between the giants. I like it. Zoro and Sanji's kind of like introduction to their rivalry, trying to get the biggest dinosaur. It was cool. And I know like this is like the whole point of the arc, right? Like there's got to be like a bad guy, but I feel like Little Garden was amazing up until Mr. Three showed up. Mr. Three is so fucking annoying. I'm not a big fan of Mr. Three. He looked dumb. Uh, Not much to say about it, but I do like that it kind of starts the whole little trend of Usopp's lies becoming reality with the giant goldfish and stuff. Elbaf spear, pretty dope. But like I said, Mr. Three, I feel like they should have easily beat him up. They dragged it out. I'm not a big fan. Uh, See, I like the first part of Little Garden more than Drum Island. Nah, I like it. I like it more than Drum Island overall. I think C plus is good for Little Garden. And Skypiea is another one that everybody says skip it. Skip that arc. That arc's trash. Don't waste your time. It ain't worth it. I beg to differ here. I feel like I understand the complaint with Skypiea that it just feels like too out there. It doesn't seem like it's part of the story. But bro, we in the fucking sky. Of course it's gonna feel detached from the story. I like Enel, Enaru, whatever y'all want to call him. I'm gonna call him Enel. Um I like the whole concept of that, the whole god concept. Um Zoro, I don't give a fuck, he's a god. Luffy, the same thing. The fact that Luffy's literally his natural enemy being rubber. I liked it. Luffy ringing the bell, amazing. You know, not Nami's, but Robin's first fight with the Straw Hats, or being part of the Straw Hats. I really don't feel like it's a skippable arc. I enjoy Skypiea a lot. I like the whole Mayan vibe to it. I enjoyed it. I feel like it gets a lot of hate for no reason. I feel like A plus is good for it. If you want me to be honest, Skypiea A plus. But I know y'all might disagree. I know y'all probably disagree with my list. I don't know how y'all feel about it. And y'all let me know what y'all list would be. But yeah, that being said, that's my list. Uh Honestly, I probably could have cut off some of these tiers, but I don't want to. I feel like this is like appropriate for my personal taste. I think that's how I'll set everything up. I don't think I want to change anything on it. But yeah, let me know what y'all tier list will look like, and we'll probably do another tier list about like backstories or straw hats and stuff like that.